Well, it's a good question, Tracy. But you have got to ask, what has the BBC ever done for me? Sure, it's great if you're a fan of Ian Beale, or if the Traitors has any appeal. Who cares if they've raised $2.5 billion for charity?
What is he on about?
Oh. What has the BBC ever done for me? Fine. They introduced the nation to someone called... One fisherman in Aberdeen about a tidal swell!
Oh, am I known Gneud BBC Radio Cymru?
Yeah, but I live in Crawley. How does that benefit me? Yes, there are shows I wouldn't dare to belittle. Like a record-breaking drama about a hospital.
What are we looking at?
He's taking a serious tumble.
But while you're giving your suspect the third degree...
That's not a chicken.
You again.
Ask them, what has the BBC ever done for me? Yeah, all right, mate.
BBC monitise how kids learn.
But I'm 48, why is that my concern? Well, so what if they verify news thoroughly? What has the BBC ever done for me?
Aren't you on The Weakest Link?
Yeah, oi, you've got a show on Radio 2 as well.
And a hip-hop podcast on Sounds.
All right, mate. Oh. Who cares about Mary Berry, Glastonbury, celebs on the telly and gladiators, radio stations,
BBC Radio 2.
Radio 3.
6 Music.
Into Asia Network.
Radio 4.
Hello. Wimbledon celebrations. Inspiring.
A love of nature.
In future generations.
CBB shows about dogs and fabulous crabs. And on top of all that, they don't even have ads.
A wolf?
Well, yeah, except this one. Now, I suppose they do a lot for British storytelling. But hang on, why is the music swelling? Stuff your apprentice,
You're fired.
your match of the day, and your Louis Theroux.
You know, none of this has to exist if we don't want it to.
Well, no, look, I'm not saying that. Oh. Well, it says here that the money we pay for the BBC creates over £6.5 billion for the economy, which actually sounds pretty good. But I still can't see. What has the BBC ever done for me?
Strictly?
Oh, bog off, Beke.